You got to click the bottom swipe up and then go back to Zoom, just like you're going back to an app. Oh, I think yeah.
All right.
And oh, there you go. We're started live streaming.
Yeah, I'm on Zoom. I'm on Zoom. I don't see you
All
though, but
right,
fine, whatever.
your camera muted. You have to unmute your camera. Wait, you're looking good, brother. I like the shirt.
I can't find. I, it won't go back to that. I still don't see myself. Thank you.
You're supposed to be in Zoom. So open up the Zoom app again on your homepage. Just click the Zoom app and it will open it back up into the call. You see it?
Nope.
What do you see?
There it is. All right, ready?
Yes, let's go for it.
Welcome to Living by Oak Values, where we don't just talk about values, we embrace them. I am Gary, the Superior Mailman, and we are here to unlock what makes us stronger. Shit. Guess I gotta read.
And I'm Rob. And today's topic, we're going to talk about stability. Um, and I'm going to let Gary do a little bit more talking because I'm in a, a lounge, and so I don't have a lot of background noises is going in and out. So I'll try to ask Gary a lot of questions throughout the podcast, but I'm going to let him kind of give us his take on what he thinks stability means.
Okay, anyway, so stability. So stability is one of the most important foundations, not only for the masculine, but for the feminine as well. So when you are raising your children, you need to have stability. And by stability, I mean you need to be the same person day in and day out. Your kids need to know what to expect of you, or they will not know which version of you is coming in. So if you're angry one day and you're happy-go-lucky the next, and the next day you're full of rage, they will not respect you. They will fear you. So you want to be the same person every single time you're in the room. And when it comes to being masculine with stability, you want to make sure that you control your feelings, you control your thoughts, you are leading yourself, and that will allow the woman to follow. If you have stability within yourself, you trust yourself and who you are, then she will follow. And that goes the same with your kids. If you know what you're doing, they will follow. So when I first got divorced, I was not stable. I was in, I was out, I was up, I was down, I was all over the place. And my daughter saw it. My friends saw it. Everybody saw it. It took a lot of work for me to regulate and really figure out what it was to be stable.
So I have a question.
Go for it.
How do you see it? You sitting there saying you didn't see it, but everybody else saw it. How do
Mhm.
you see stability in yourself to recognize that you're not stable?
I don't think I don't think that you can see the lack of stability. You're just all over the place. Your mind is racing. You have monkey mind, and you're allowing
Mm,
it to control every aspect of your life.
mm,
So instead of just controlling yourself, you're wondering what she's doing. What are they thinking? Uh, when it doesn't matter, who cares? The only person that
mm.
matters is you. And if you can control yourself, everyone else will fall. Everyone and everything else will fall into place. So, and that goes not only with just being who you are, but it also is financially and spiritually. And so, back to when I was first starting this work, I was financially unstable. And I remember having no money. I remember buying a 50-pound bag of rice so that I could take my daughter ice skating. and that's another story all in itself. But yeah, so I all I did was eat rice for days, for weeks, until I could finally. Then I took a second job, and I got caught up on the bills and the child support. Then finally, I was financially stable for the most part. I've had ups and downs, but once I was financially stable, then I had to start continue working on who I was to the core. And I did all this deep work, and I figured out the root of why I was the way I was, and I conquered that. And just recently, I think I conquered uh, my spiritual stability. So now I consider myself stable through and through.
So how do you know that though? How can you sit there and say, "Hey, I feel myself stable through and through"? Are you? Is there a gauge that you're using day in and day out to make sure you're not
That gauge.
way? You're gonna have to tell people who are audio only.
It is somewhere between my heart and my head. Not sure where that is,
Mm,
but it.
that would
So
be your neck.
sure, my throat, my throat chakra. um, yeah. So I feel it, and I focus. I instantly, or not instantly. I have to sometimes course myself, but I focus on the positive. So instead
Mm,
of you know having a bad day at work, I reflect on what I have, not what I don't have.
mm,
Um, so if it's a long day at work, you know what? That's extra money in my pocket. Um,
mm,
if I don't have the money for something, that's fine. I have the money for the things I need, and that's what matters. Um,
mm.
and now just recently, I found God. So that it's just I can't explain where the I don't know what the meter, the odometer, the thing, whatever the thing is. I don't know. That tells me that I am stable, but I know that I'm stable because I don't let the little things rock me.
So you don't let the little things rock you, but
Yes,
they do rock you, and you just course correct.
yes. So they don't rock me. Sometimes they'll affect me. They will. I will sit there and think, okay, this isn't good. Time for course correct. But that's something that somebody on the outside will not be able to see.
Mm,
So in the
got,
past, everyone would see that. And there's
gotcha.
still people that do see it. Like I talk to people, and that's what helps me. Like I'm sure that you have seen me get rocked a little bit. I'm sure that my mother has seen that. But as far as
Mhm.
my daughter and other people in my life that I see on a day to day, they don't see that.
So what do they see now? As
It's
you, because I take a lot of time and I pause, and a lot of people don't like it that I pause, but I'm pausing to stop myself to say, wait, do I need to course correct?
mm,
In my head, I'm doing that, but it's a long pause. And a lot of people get uncomfortable when I take a long pause to think about things. What do
okay.
you do what does people see when you start to course correct?
I mean, I'll take a pause. I don't take a long pause. I take a deep breath if I have to do a little breath work. If I have to go to the bathroom or disappear for a second. If I'm in the middle of a question or it's a conversation that I can't get away from, I just have to close my eyes. I inhale through my nose and I exhale. And I usually I want in that moment where I'm inhaling, I can picture it all in my head, kind of like a puzzle, and I have to put it together. I exhale and I'm moving on.
Mm, mm. And actually, you gave me we'll come back to it.
Sure.
Um, so what would help other people when you were in a place where it's hard to correct? What was something that helped motivate you to be more stable?
Well, so it was definitely not motivation. It was okay. Maybe there was a little motivation, and it would be my daughter. And
Mm,
if I had to put her aside, it would be some of the failed relationships I've had with women after my marriage, where I saw myself going down the same road.
mm,
But it was more that was like a pinch of motivation, and I realized that I needed to have the discipline to continue on. I couldn't keep screwing up and finding the motivation to kick myself in the ass. Does that make sense?
So you're using a word that we've touched on a few times is
Mhm.
discipline.
Yes.
And do you imply that you need a lot of discipline to help have a stable?
It's just I'm just becoming aware of it in the past month or two, though. But that you need discipline to change anything and live the life that you want to live. Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is an action. So if I did not have the discipline to be regulated, then I would screw up. I would get hot. I'd blow up. I'd be flustered, kick myself in the ass, and then be okay. So that moment where I'm breathing in my nose and exhaling and putting that puzzle together in my head, that's my moment of discipline where I could say, where right now I could yell, I could kick and scream like a little girl, or I can change it in my head, flip the script, and do what I have to do.
Mm.
And all
So
that
you
moment,
said,
you don't
go
see
ahead.
that. In that moment, no
Mm.
one sees that. That's all within me.
Gotcha. Gotcha. And so you're labeling that as stability. So
Discipline. That's the discipline to be stable. Yes.
discipline to be stable. So if
Yes.
discipline's an action and
hmm
motivation's a feeling,
hmm
which one is stability?
Stability is that's the part of my life that I am. So that's the
Mm.
value. Stability is the value that I'm embracing in my life. And it took
Mm.
motivation to find a discipline. With any of the values that I embrace out, like if you think about it, your weight loss journey, you're motivated to lose weight, but that gets you how far? Then you have to kick
Mm.
in discipline, and you have to know what you're eating. That's when you start losing weight. So if I want to start um, being so part of my financial thing, I had to be like, okay, I get my tax return. I'm rich. I can blow it all, or I can be disciplined. Instead of taking that motivation, saying, let's go shopping, I'm disciplined. I pay the bills. I put this aside. I invest this. Now I have money.
I love that example of shopping. So talking about stability of shopping, I have seen kids love to go into the store and go, I want, I want, I want, I want. How
Oh, my
can
daughter.
you teach? Oh, yeah. Well, how can you teach stability and discipline to kids who just go to the store and go, I want, I want, I want?
I'm actually working on that as we speak.
Mm.
So I told my daughter that I'm not buying anything anymore. That now she's going to do chores, and we're going to have training day to go over all the chores, and I'm going to pay her more than the
Mm.
$5-10 a week I was giving her, and that money is hers. And if she wants something, have at it. And when the money's gone, it's gone. And then when that big thing comes, like she wants a car or something, and there's no money, she can look back and say, "Well, maybe I didn't need that doll."
Gotcha.
And it's crappy to do that, I think, in a sense, but that's how you learn.
Well, that's discipline.
That's how you.
I see a lot of that as discipline. But the stability part, how do you teach her to hold her ground when things get rough?
That
When
they
the
learn that by
discipline
watching.
becomes rough.
They
Yeah.
learn that by watching.
Mm. Gotcha.
So, yes, yeah, I'm trying to think of how. Yeah, I don't know that I cared to learn it as a kid to be stable, but
Yeah.
I know that during my marriage I was not stable. During every relationship,
Mm.
I would say probably prior to my marriage, I was not a stable person. I was excited when things were great. I was down in the dumps when things were bad. I saw the
Mm.
glass half empty a lot of times. I could complain about all the things I did not have, but I never
Mm.
I was never grateful for the things I did have. And part of being stable is appreciating the good in life. It actually goes right along living with abundance and
Mm,
also authenticity. If you were living in abundance and living your true self, stability just kind of folds in there.
that's a cool perspective. I never thought of it that way. I mean, I have a hard time with stability, but it's mainly because I was like, when I was younger, I was the dog that always wags his tail, like, ooh, look what's next. Ooh, look what's next, kind of deal. So it wasn't
Mhm.
easy for me to learn it. It's a value I haven't learned completely, I guess. So
Gotcha.
yeah,
So,
it's one I'm still trying to track down, and mine is because I haven't got all the discipline down
right.
properly.
I got you.
So
So, but I think stability or being stable is one of the values that you can learn it, but I think it's more of accepting
mm,
and just like we've talked, flipping the script and turning it around, saying, okay, you know what? Yeah, I don't have this right now, but I do have this, and I'm grateful for this, and I
hmm
can do this with this. And you're mad at me? Okay, you have that right to be mad. I don't have to get upset because you're mad. Oh, you're happy with me?
hmm
Great. I'm glad you're happy. I'm still going to be stable. I don't need
Gotcha,
to be excited because you're happy. I don't need to be upset because you're mad. I just need to
gotcha.
hold my own and keep my frame and be me. And then you will know, and everybody will know around me that if they come into my circle overly happy, that I'll be okay. I can hold it. I can appreciate their happiness. They can also come into my circle sad or pissed off, and they know that they can say whatever they want because I'm going to hold my frame and listen and be there without jumping on the bandwagon or joining in on their um, negativity. This actually, now that I'm saying it, goes along with empathy during that episode we had, where people pick up on things.
That's that's exactly yep. That was exactly what I was going to say, and how um, it's a lot of masculine needs to be the rock
Yep.
to people who are emotional. That stability it is very important in a relationship. However, some people can confuse stability and being stoic.
So is that a confusion?
Isn't?
Is
I mean, because
you
I
think
confuse,
that's
I don't
stoicism?
think it's the same.
I think they are brothers and sisters. I think they are cousins. They are very very close.
Gotcha.
So what do you think? So what is stoicism?
It's where you don't show your emotions on the outside.
Okay, but you're
That's
a rock.
my opinion.
Sure. Okay, I can agree with
But
that. You
what
don't.
kind of rock is the question? You see?
So just because you don't show them doesn't mean you don't feel them
Correct.
or express them.
Or express it. But in the
So
stoic world, would you express? You would not express your feelings in a stoic
right,
world.
right. You can observe them, but you don't express them. But you're still
Well,
holding
that's
your
what I
frame.
took from it. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You're still holding your frame, and people know who you are, and they can come to you because they know
Mm,
that you are stoic or stable. I think they're very similar. I think that being
gotcha.
stoic is a great thing, but I think it's very important for your own personal health to be stable
Hmm.
because you want to express those feelings, but
Gotcha.
you want to express them in a manner where you are not going to lose your frame.
So do you have any like and I want to ask you if you have any books, but I don't know if you pulled any books
I didn't.
uh about stability, but where can people go to learn more if they're having a hard time about being stable or knowing what stable is, or yes, I need to be more disciplined in my life so I can be more stable.
Where can they go to? They can go to Northman Coaching and get some one-on-one sessions. They can join our men's group.
Yes.
That is the place we have the open table and we don't judge and we are very stable there. Or you and I are stable, and I think most of the guys there are stable. We're there to
Gotcha.
listen. So actually, are we stoic or are we stable there?
Stable.
Okay.
Stoic means you don't show emotions ish. And I do believe we all sit there and try to show empathy and other emotions towards each other.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, I might be
Yes, I'll give
wrong.
it to you. I'll give it to you. I'll take whatever.
I might be wrong. So I'm using a very crude definition of
Gotcha.
stoicism. So,
Also, and so, but I also want to get back to the point where with the discipline and when I close my eyes and do that little that breath thing, that it's like a center you have to have. You have, and that's being grounded, I guess.
mhm.
So I think that, yeah, that just came to me trying to figure out a way to explain it to people that don't have, that only have audio. So it's having, it's like when you close your eyes and you see that dot sometimes. Having that to look at, having something to ground you. And that's like, so when you, I think that actually finding God and being spiritual has given me that center to ground me,
Value.
if that makes sense. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
I don't really care.
If it doesn't, reach out to Gary and ask more questions. Leave a
It makes sense.
comment
It makes
below.
sense to me. I know
Yeah.
that deep inside that I am not going to be steered in the wrong direction. And if the
Mm-hmm.
direction appears wrong, there's a reason behind it. And to take the punches as
Mm-hmm.
they come and keep moving forward.
Yeah. Take the punches as they come. I like that.
So anyway, let's wrap it up.
Oh,
If what
don't
you
you
got
have
more,
something special to tell everybody?
what am I telling everybody?
You're not about the website.
We can.
Oh, well, okay. Never mind then. We
What?
can or we cannot. I thought you were going to burn it out.
I thought I wasn't supposed to.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we did not properly plan this together. So
This is
never
perfect.
mind.
This is real raw, and we are
Yeah.
ready to rebuild.
Yes, we are. And never mind. We'll do it next episode. We will talk about the new website that we have coming up.
What website?
Never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind. I thought that's what you wanted to blow up today. So,
I was gonna blow that up. I was advised not to, and I cried about it. I wasn't stable.
you're making me feel like an unstable monkey here.
You are.
I feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You're good. You're good. I don't. You are the computer guy. I don't. I was ready to do it. Anyway, onward and forward, or whatever the hell it is. So, if you
Thanks
guys
for
want to reach
joining.
out for one-on-one sessions, go to our website, northmancoaching.com. If you want to join our men's group every Thursday
Sign
at
up
7
for a free
p.m.
consult. Because the best thing to do is go to our website and sign up for a free consult.
Yes, do that.
Yes. It's a
And everything else we
big
said.
blue button on the top of the screen.
Do it
Yeah.
all.
We need to get back on a stable platform.
Yes,
Yeah.
do it all. Do it all with stability.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for some motivation, go to TikTok and follow me, the Superior Mailman, for your semi-daily quotes and stuff. I've been slacking. But yes, go to TikTok, check that out. And that's it, I believe. Tune in next week. You got anything else?
Join our Facebook group. Join our
Yes.
newsletter. Sign up for our newsletter on northmancoaching.com. Check out our revamped website will be coming up soon. If you leave a comment, we'll let you know when. We kind of wasn't very stable about our information.
This is perfect. They got it all.
Stability is very important in your life, and it will help build better relationships. I forgot the last sentence of our
It doesn't matter.
What is the last? No, it is. It does. It's to stay authentic.
Oh,
What's
yeah, stay
the
authentic.
leading up there?
Yes, stay authentic. It's not a
No,
sentence,
there's a
it's a thing.
whole like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, and
Yes.
please stay authentic.
Please stay authentic. Have a good night.